Alright, so here on this charger roof we have, I don't know if it's sap or bird poop or what it is, but it definitely was rough to the touch, so I'm just taking a plastic razor blade and some water just to get off the crusties on top, because when I wet sand it, it doesn't matter if I scratch the paint now because it's all going to get sanded and buffed off anyway. So just taking off some of the crusties. It's also starting to get a little sticky, so I assume it's tree sap. So just getting the last bit of that off before we start wet sanding. Now that all the crusties are off, we're going to take some 2000 grit sandpaper with some water. I don't typically use a block. I like to just do it by hand and ensure that I'm getting everything pretty even. I like to be able to feel the scratch underneath and also see if I can get it off. So making sure it has a nice even haze. And now I'm going to go in with some 5000 grit sandpaper next, little foam pad. Again, keeping it lubricated with the water. Even strokes back and forth to, and I'm also going a little bit further out than my 2000 grit, so when I buff it, it's going to be a nice even fade out. Now I'm taking heavy cut compound with the wool pad after sanding to get all the sanding marks out. And this is where I knocked the phone off the car. So, yeah. Now we're off to a new angle. Hopefully I won't knock it off this time. I noticed a couple spots still had sanding marks, so we're going to go back in, touch those up with another pass of the wool. Sorry, Jordan, you're in this video forever now. Hopefully that's okay with him. I don't think he's going to mind. I know. Those little strings on my sweater look like they're going to get caught in the wool pad, but they didn't. I'm safe. So we're going to take a few passes with the wool one more time. And then you can see here, I noticed a spot that still had some sanding marks on it. I'll be pointing that out here in a second. Right there. Still had some sanding marks. So, as always, go back in, heavy cut compound with the wool pad, run over it a few more times, and this took them out just perfectly. Now that all the sanding marks out, we can finally start to polish. Now I'm taking Meguiar's number 9 on the blue foam polish pad on the flex and polish it out. wipe everything all off and show the finished product in just a second because I nearly fell off my stool at this point and didn't want to drop anything. Get all that polish off, wipe it all down, and show the finished product. No more tree sap spot on the roof of this charger. Thank you, Jordan, for the towel toss. Sorry I didn't catch it.